What's up, everyone? It's your girl. I am Kaya, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're talking Love Island Season 7, Episode 14. Another really good episode. The recoupling really shocked me. I kept thinking, they said a recoupling, but I said it's even people in there. So I said, how's this going to work? And I didn't expect how they was going to do the recoupling. I didn't expect it at all, so I'm happy. Again, another really great episode. This season is really giving. It's very draining because of Huda and everything like that, but I know people don't like Huda. I don't like her neither. But I need her in the villa because I get to rag on her. And that's what I'm going to do this recap. But before we get into all that, you all know the deal. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, okay? Let's go ahead and continue to get these engagements up for these Love Island videos. Again, I'm going to be here all season long. But enough of all that. Let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, let's go ahead and get into the episode. So it starts off like how it ended with Jeremiah and Huda talking in the speakeasy. She brings up the whole pancake situation again, right? And then she was like, oh, the point with the pancakes is that why did another man have to make me breakfast? That was for you. And then and I'm like, and he says, why are we bringing this up again? Like, bitch, why are we bringing up this pancake today? Like, y'all were trying to, like, Huda, if it was your plan to make Jeremiah jealous that Taylor made you breakfast, honey, it didn't work because they saw right through that shit. And she goes off and says that because she keeps wanting to saying that he's a liar, he's this and that. He said, I never lied to you on myself. Like, okay, you done brought now that's TV lingo to Peacock. Now that's TV. Y'all did y'all shit. But Jeremiah, don't you ever say on my soul again, okay? Please don't. Because first of all, you don't say it right. You don't say it right. It's supposed to be on myself. Okay? Keep that in mind. So then we jump over to Austin and Maya talking. Really didn't talk about nothing, but he just says Amaya's awesome. And then she says, because it rhymes, and then she says that she liked that Austin is now so positive because I feel like because now he's not so worried about Shelly and trying to like get to be with Shelly, knowing how she wants to be with Ace. I guess, but shit, I'd rather Austin out of this villa. But jump over to Pepe and Hannah talking. She just says, oh, I'm all for getting to know you. Ain't talking about shit. And then he says, oh, I'm all for it. And then they kiss literally 18 hours after Charlie left. Like, I'm pretty sure like it had been a whole 24 fucking hours that Charlie left the house and she doing this with Pepe. That's why, if you guys don't follow me on TikTok, follow me. I made a video yesterday, and I said how Hannah was being so dramatic, crying next to Charlie's picture, acting like this man done died or I don't know what else. And I said this wasn't gonna last. I said, Charlie get out of that house, she gonna snap out of it, and then she gonna want to explore things with Pepe. And I'm exactly right because we see this shit. So I never bought that shit. All y'all that bought that Hannah crying shit, please, okay? So then we go over to Taylor and Alandria talking. And again, like he just keeps wanting her to talk about the date with her and Jalen. And then Alandria says that with Jalen, it's more physical. Like he's always like complimenting her how she looks and always wants to kiss. And with Taylor, it's not like that because he's not physically attracted to you. I mean, he said that multiple times. I don't know if because again, Peacock, they can edit whatever they want. But I'm pretty sure if Taylor told Alandria that he was not physically attracted to her, they would put it in the episode. So I'm going to go off that he has not told her that yet. And when she watches this back, hopefully she sees that shit, because this man really said that he's not physically attracted to you, which, like, how the fuck are you not physically attracted to Alandria? Like, she is beautiful, man. You so stupid. But then she says that she really likes him. It hurts. You guys don't understand how it hurts me to see Taylor with Alandria. I don't want Alandria with Taylor, which what happened at the end of the episode pissed me off. I don't want Taylor with Alandria. Then they go to the photo booth and they start kissing. Like, even the way they kiss, like I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it with Pepe and what's her face, Hannah, and I'm not feeling it with Taylor and Landria. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. But then we jump back to Jeremiah and Huda talking, and he's talking about how Iris is not his type, which we mean she's not your type. She's white. Like I always said, Jeremiah is the type of black guy. He gives me the vibes. He's the type of black guy that doesn't want to date a black girl. He wants to date a white girl. He wants to date a Latina, or he wants to date a foreign person, a girl like her. So I don't know what you mean. You're not. She's not your type. But he says that he doesn't want to sleep in a bed with her, and that he says something else. But I just got that he said he's not his type and he doesn't want to lay in the bed with her. And then Huda says, but you did lay in the bed with her. in a couple's dumbass. Like, he's supposed to, like, what, you want him to go sleep out in soul tiles with Ace? Like, she's acting like he's sleeping in a bed with her and he's fucking her in front of you. That would be great TV if he did, but he's not doing that. He's being very respectful because, like, for what? Especially, he's not going to do that with you in the room. Like, you act like he's laying in the bed and they kissing and all that kind of stuff. I don't even think, besides from the challenge, I don't even think they kissed. I don't think that. Like, girl, Huda, like, girl. Then she just, he says that he doesn't have any regrets what he did with Huda. You don't have no regrets? Do you not have no regrets fucking her? Because I think you sticking that dick in her is what made her little go cuckoo for Cocoa Plus, okay? Then she just keeps crying, saying, you hurt me, you broke my heart. Anyways, so it's bedtime. And the boys are in the room and they're talking about, Huda sitting in the beach chair, when she was trying to act like she wasn't bothered when she really was. And they saying, oh yeah, she was acting like she was sitting like that all day, which, girl, we know. And then, oh yeah, and they're all laughing about it. Everybody is sleeping. And then, you know how they do the nighttime vision, everyone, I think the only people that was kissing was Pepe and Hannah. I think everybody else was just sleeping. Huda and Jeremiah, they're in the bed. Mind you, he's on his side, she's on her side. They're just sleeping next to each other. Huda gets out the bed. Jeremiah sees her leave and she's crying again. Again, the many moments of Huda crying. I said Huda cried so many times last episode. She cried so many times this episode too. It's like, girl, like, you've been crying for 2 days straight. Like, I cannot take it, bitch. But it's the next morning. Nick says, he's in the room with the guys. He says that Jeremiah and Huda's relationship is kind of toxic. And Ace says, kind of toxic? Like, yeah, Nick, it's not kind of toxic. It is toxic, bro. And then he says it's sucking his energy out. And you can tell, and I can tell with everybody else. And I think that's probably why a lot of people online are getting heated that Huda is still there. Because her being there is like, it's entertainment for us. But you can tell that it's sucking the energy out of everybody. Because they are just tired of seeing her stomp around, yelling, screaming, and crying, and all this other kind of shit. But then want to still say, but still is wanting to be with Jeremiah, trying to do the same shit over and over again. Like, what's the definition of insanity? Like I said, doing the same shit over and over and over again, expecting a different result. And that's what Huda does. Then Jeremiah is telling Nick how he just wants to be happy. And I could tell, like, Jeremiah just, he is trying to have the Love Island experience, but he's not trying to be miserable. And it's like, he had really, really happy at the very, very beginning. But then as the days, and you can tell as the episodes and the days went on, and they got, the more and more close they kept being, and the more, because they were being closed off. I know he want to sit here and say, oh, they weren't. They were being closed off. And I said, the more and more that him and Huda got deeper with each other. And then like him seeing like her crashing out and her being very emotional, and then to everything he does, you can tell that he started getting miserable, but he was still trying to hold on to something with Huda because he feels like something is there. I don't know. It's like other than her having a nice ass body and her being pretty, is like I say, even if you're a guy, that was me. If a guy was fine as hell, but he was acting this way, like, I gotta take myself out of the situation, because why would I want to be in a relationship with someone if we're going to be constantly doing this back and forth? Like, I don't get it. But yeah, he says he wants to be happy. And they're making breakfast. Interesting enough, Taylor brings Huda breakfast because he didn't think, because everything that happened between Jeremiah and Huda, that he was going to bring him breakfast. Jeremiah ended up bringing Huda breakfast, but she wasn't in the room. So he still somewhat cares. I don't know if he brought Iris any breakfast. Hopefully he did, because that'd be very rude if he didn't. So then we jump over, they're just in the villa chilling, right? We have Sierra, Shelly, Nick, Taylor, Alandria, and Ace are talking. So basically all the originals. Well, Sierra's an original. I've been said this multiple times. Fuck the other girl. Sierra's original. So basically all the originals, and because the bombshells are not there, and Jeremiah and Huda. Nick is saying, do you think that is a relationship worth fixing? They all say no. And then Shelly is talking about how Huda acted when Iris came into the house, basically trying to make it seem like that Iris couldn't talk to Jeremiah at all, which the point is to go in there, explore, but the way Huda went about it was very, 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 very crazy. And the one thing I would say is, because I didn't like last episode that all the girls were like standing behind Huda, like babying her and all this other kind of shit, like that pissed me off. It's like, come on, can y'all do something else? But I liked in this moment where they're basically saying, no, that's not worth saving. Like, they need to get away from each other. Like, it's toxic, it's crazy, and everything like that. And my whole thing is like, y'all are saying this in this moment, but why the fuck aren't y'all saying it to Huda? I'm pretty sure that the guys, they're telling Jeremiah this. They're all telling Jeremiah this. But it seems like the girls and some of the guys are like scared to tell Huda that they need to be at, that she needs to let him go and be out of this relationship. It seems like they say it in confessionals and they say it when they're around each other, but when Huda is around, it seems like they're just quiet as mouses, and I don't like that at all. Like, y'all have to be straightforward with her. And the one person I be feeling like would tell her that is Alandria, and the fact that she really has not said that. Hopefully she does it next episode, but the fact that Alandria, because I feel like Alandria or Shelly would have been the ones that like sat her down and be like, look bitch, calm your ass down. But they have yet to do that, and hopefully they do it within the next few episodes. But they keep just playing into this delusion, I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off. But anyway, so Jeremiah, he pulls Huda for a chat. Jeremiah says that, where him and Huda fucked up was not being friends. Like, they immediately went to like the physical stuff, and he thinks that's why things took a turn for the worse. And I definitely agree with that. It's like, when because understand, like on the show, you're supposed to, they have all these challenges that's based on sex and kiss and all that other kind of stuff. But the thing is, you saw everyone else yet, like because no one else so far, from what we know, nobody else has had sex shit. It's only been you two. And I don't even think, we don't know what Nick and Sierra be doing. We don't know what Charlie and Hannah was doing. We don't know what what's the other people's names? What's the other one's names? Alandria, well, they ain't do shit. But we don't know what those strong couples really did. But so far, you guys have been like so like this since day one. And y'all was acting like, she literally was saying how y'all was mom and dad on like day 3 or 4. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, y'all really jumped into this way too fucking fast. And it's like, y'all were already talking about how living together and moving across, like her moving to LA or you moving to North Carolina, which don't do that. Her moving to LA or you moving to North Carolina, y'all was already talking about that. You was talking, like, she was basically saying how you gonna probably be the stepdaddy to her child. Like, y'all was talking about all that serious shit within like a week. And now when shit goes left, like, all this shit is blowing up. And immediately, and so he says, we should just start with being friends, which, mature. I agree with that. Immediately, when he said that, you can tell that Huda was not here for it. Like, she immediately got mad. Like, she wasn't saying nothing but her face, because Huda can't hide her expressions on her face. When you see her face, it shows you how she feels, and she can't hide it. She can't fake it. Immediately, she was mad. And then Iris is noticing and talking over there. And then Huda says, well, how can I be friends with you? And I was doing all this. I was kissing you. I was sleeping with you. I was doing all this with you. How can I be friends with you? Which I can understand her and everything like that, because when technically, this wasn't really a relationship, if we want to be honest with you. But if your ex-boyfriend, like, y'all break up, I'm using air quotes, and then now all of a sudden he says, but we can still be friends. I'm not the kind of person, I can't do that. But in a sense, you got to think about, y'all were not officially boyfriend and girlfriend, because you even asked, even though you haven't asked me to be your girlfriend, should I be worried? So you're not his girlfriend. He didn't ask you to be his girlfriend. Y'all were on Love Island to explore and all this other kind of stuff. And honey, like, you could have known the possibility there was a chance that this could have happened. But from what we know from Sierra's friends and family, apparently they say that she's never watched Love Island, so she didn't know the show. But that's her stupid ass fault for coming on a show that she's never watched. Because this started in the UK, came over here to America, and this is season 7. So she had seasons 1 through 6 to watch. So that's her dumb ass fault for coming on a show that she didn't know of. And now we're seeing this. So no excuse. But then Huda again is mad that Jeremiah slept in the bed with Iris. Again, Huda's mad because Jeremiah is sleeping in bed with someone who he's coupled up with. Like, that's what he has to do. Well, I mean, I'm guessing she's thinking because Ace is not sleeping with Amaya that Jeremiah can do the same thing. But it's like, where else can the man sleep? Do you want him to go and sleep with you? Because that's not the point. Like, Ace is not sleeping with nobody else. Ace is sleeping by himself. So I don't understand why. Like, she, like, again, like, what's blowing my mind is like she acts like they're in there fucking. Like, he's not doing anything. Like, girl, calm the fuck down. They end up arguing and she fucking walks away. And Jalen and I were talking about some, damn, here comes a crash out. Jalen said, this is like the second one. She said, no, it's like the 15th one. Yeah, Jalen, it's definitely not the second one. This is like, I don't know about the 15th. I think it's probably like the 6th or 7th or 8th one. I lost count. But you're probably right. It probably is 15. You're probably right. Then all of a sudden we come back and then Huda, like, she walks over there because everybody is sitting in that little area, like that's near the ping pong area. She walks over there complaining to the other islanders. And immediately when she walked over there, you started seeing them people one by one get up. Like everybody, I tell you, everybody one by one got up. Alandra got up first. I think Austin got up first. Sierra then got up. She's still sitting there and she's like talking shit about Jeremiah, calling him a bitch and all this other kind of stuff. Taylor and Nick are like eyeing each other, which kind of killed me though. And then all of a sudden we see Nick get up and then somebody else got up. And then the only person that's still there is Amaya and Taylor. But I think the only reason why Taylor didn't get up is because he was like right there in the middle, but he wasn't really engaging because everybody else was not really engaging. It's like, oh, what happened? And then she's telling them, and then you just see everybody's face in that moment. You can tell that they all are over her shit. They're over it. Amaya is the only person because they like two peas in a pod, right? Like playing into this, like asking her and all this kind of stuff, and she's venting, and she's sitting right next to Taylor, and Taylor, he just is over. But I think the reason he didn't get up because he was right there in the middle of them. So if he would have got up, it would kind of been awkward. Everyone else was on the outskirts. So everyone else one by one got up because they said, listen, we trying to hear the shit. We hear the shit. We heard the shit all day yesterday. We ain't got to hear the shit again. Okay. So then, Austin and Alandra, they go over to talk to Jeremiah, right? And then they're basically asking him, what happened and everything, right? So then he says, we just react to stuff different. It's like, but I don't want to be sitting here talking about like, marriage and kids because I'm not ready for that. You finally admitted it. Like, and I've been saying that since episode fucking 1. I said, Jeremiah, when the minute she tells Jeremiah that she got a kid, something is gonna change. And you kind of saw something kind of change when she told him, but I think he still liked her, that he was trying to like play into it and was trying to like thinking he probably could have, but shows you right now, Jeremiah says out his mouth, he's not ready to be no parent. And I already knew that. He's not ready to be a parent. Alondra says, yeah, because you still need to process with her being a mom. Mind you, Austin is sitting right there. And then Austin says, she has a kid? And they start laughing and they tell him, oh my God, don't tell nobody. At this point, why the fuck is this such a big secret? Because she's literally told everybody in that village. She told all the girls know. All of the girls know. Then the only two people that don't know is I don't know if Iris knows. Is either Iris, Jalen, and Pepe, like, because they're bombshells. But I'm pretty sure with them being bombshells and them, I'm pretty sure they watched the episodes because she said it on episode 1. I'm pretty sure they know she's a mom, but they probably told her don't come in here and say that because we don't want them they don't want you guys thinking that she knows, basically, and all that kind of stuff. So she told all the girls. She told Jeremiah. She told Nick a couple episodes ago. She told Ace last episode, and now Austin knows. So if the math is right, the only person that don't know is Taylor. So why is it such a big secret? Huda, why don't you just tell people? Like, girl, it's not, like I said, it's not rare to be a fucking mom. Like, girl, come on now. But yeah, now Austin knows. They tell him not to say anything. But honestly, though, I don't even think Austin cares. So then Shelly and Austin, they do something. I don't give a fuck. She said she still like Austin. Like, Shelly, why are you lying? And then Sierra and Nick, they just talking about some animals. I ain't gonna lie. I know I be shit talking Nick. But him and Sierra, they're really cute. They are really cute together. I really should see more, but someone said the reason why we're probably not seeing them is because there is no drama. Because, Nick is not, trying to be a freak Nick around here, trying to stick his dick in on everything that comes in his house. Good for you, Nick, because I love Sierra down. I love Sierra down. But Nick, you fuck up again. Because I got to wait to caught some more. If you fuck up again, I'm going to be on your ass like white on rice. Anyway, so we jump over to Jeremiah and Iris are talking, and Iris is just saying how, she's like really walking on eggshells every time she tries to talk to Jeremiah because Huda is like always lurking in the background. I was like, girl, God. We get Ace and Shelly talking. They really don't talk about much. Like they talk about tattoos, and he said that he wants to get a stomach tattoo. I'm like, how many other tattoos do you need? You got your family on your leg. You got your name tatted all across your back. Like, what else could you get? And then Sally's like, you can get my face. Don't do that. And he said, oh, when we're married, I could. I don't give a fuck. Like, if I'm married, I'm not getting no man tatted on me. I'll get my children's name, but I'm not getting no man's name tatted on me. I'm not getting no man's face tatted on me. Are you crazy? Fuck that. We jump into the night scene. And, they're getting ready. Huda is still fucking complaining about Jeremiah to the girls. And then finally, the girls, they finally tell her something. Sierra said, like, maybe, calling him names, you got to probably stop that. And she said, oh, but I was just crashing. I just say that when I'm mad. It's like, girl, you call this man a bitch too many times. Like, bitch, I lost count. And then we jump over to the guys, and the guys, because Jeremiah is, because I think they tell Jeremiah that she called The Huda called him a bitch when she was complaining about him to them. He said, "Oh, really?" And they said, and the guy said, "Jeremiah, you gotta let it go." It's like, what happened last episode? Because y'all literally was mad because he didn't check up on the bitch. Now you're telling him to let her go. Which one is it? Which one is it? Anyways, we jump back over to Alandria, and Alandria's asking, she's like, so what are your like non-negotiables in life for you to like not be with a guy? It's like, it's cheating, like what's going on? She gets an attitude with Alandria, and I'm surprised Alandria didn't go off on her. She gets an attitude on my I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. Like, bitch, you don't want to talk. You the one complaining. Like, bitch, if you don't bring it to us, we ain't got shit to talk about. Not making sense, sweetie. So, you know, they do their thing where they go downstairs and they're at the table, and then they come and then Huda this entire time, like literally everyone's having fun and is happy, you know, enjoying themselves. Huda got this sour puss on her face, right? Then we see Iris is trying to sit down, so Jeremiah pulls the chair out for Iris, for her to sit down, being a gentleman, and Huda starts crying again. I have no words. She literally is crying because Jeremiah pulled a chair out for somebody. Yeah, she starts crying again. This is like the upteenth time that this bitch done cried. She's like I said, she's mad because he pulled out, because mind you, she's walking away, and I think we see the girls, but I don't know if the girls like caught up to her, but Hannah is the one that saw her crying and went to go check up on her. She says that she's mad that he pulled the chair out and he avoided looking at her. I thought you said you wanted him to leave you alone. You said, and I probably forgot to mention this, but yeah, when her and Jeremiah, they were arguing, and she's like, if you don't want me to like you, then leave me alone. So he's focusing on his couple, pulling out a chair for her. He's not like giving you any light. He's doing what you said, and you're still mad. This girl needs serious help. Like, I'm concerned at this point. Like, this bitch is cuckoo cuckoo. Not making sense. But, and then Hannah, again, she another person that's feeding into these delusions, talking about something. You need a man, and Jeremiah is a boy. He's not done anything. Like, what are y'all talking about? It's like, that's the shit I'm talking about. Because y'all run, every time she cries, you guys run after her, and then you guys be telling her shit that she wants to hear. And that's the reason why she's acting the way she act. Like, this is stupid. Let's fuck. I'm tired of this shit. But anyway, we move on to Amaya and Austin. They're upstairs talking, and she's like, you know, having a really good time. I love Amaya. I really need her in this house, you know. I want her with somebody. I do not want her with Austin, okay? But she's like, you know, hey, do you like my outfit? It turn you on? She didn't say that. But she said, hey, do you like my outfit? Like, she was just being so cute. And then they talk about, like, I don't want to talk about everything that they did, but what I wanted to point out is they talk about, you know, family and everything. She tells Austin, you know, because she said, or he said, I'm just white, I'm just American. And she says, I'm Dominican, which is funny that you're Dominican, knowing that Austin is a Trump supporter, because you know Trump don't want no fucking Hispanics in this country now. So Amaya, you're with a man that you're interested in a guy that voted for a man that wants your people, that doesn't want your people in America. Think about that. I know she can't, but I really hope she does not end up falling for Austin. That's why I need somebody else come in this house and take her away from him. Take her away from him. Take her away. All right, so then we have Ariana. She shows up and she looks fucking amazing. Like, Ariana, like, one thing, I loved her outfits last season. I really love them this season. Like, Ariana is eating it up. I have not seen not one bad outfit yet. She always eats. She comes in and everyone's like, damn, we just saw you 2 days ago. Like, right. Then she says there's going to be another recoupling. So they all meet her by the fire pit. And she says, guys, today is going to be another recoupling. And then she says she knows that it is an even amount of girls and guys. So she is going to explain how it's going to work. So basically, the girls are going to have their doors, right? And they're going to have a choice of who can and cannot open it. So the girls have to put an answer, tell of what God they would want to come open their door. They can only pick one, because I was thinking they can pick like 2 people just to like for the Jeremiah and Huda situation and the Elandra and Jalen situation, but they can only pick one. And if then the person that they say they want to open the door, if they open the door, they're matched. If they don't, they're single and alone. So Then what the boys have to do is that the boys are going to go to the door of the girls that they want to couple up with. And again, if it opens, that means the girl chose him and they match. And if it stays locked, that means the girl didn't want you and you're single and vulnerable and you're sitting your ass down in the corner, basically. So then, and then she said also any girl that's behind the door and the guy and any girl that's behind the door and the guy doesn't choose her will also be single and vulnerable, basically. And I think they did this whole thing because when I was thinking about this, I'm like, what would happen if everybody, like, every door was open? So I'm like, I'm thinking they were banking on, just the Taylor and Alandria and the Jeremiah and damn, what's her name? Jeremiah and Iris. I think they were probably banking on it. So of course they get the really easy ones out the way. Like, we know what y'all doing. So they pick Nick. He picks Sierra because I'm like, Nick, if you pick Iris, I'm gonna throw something at the TV. So he picks Sierra, which again, they look really cute. It's like, Nick, don't you fuck up, but I have a strong feeling he gonna fuck up in Casa. I have a strong feeling, but as of right now, I'm just enjoying, and they just look really cute together. And Nick is slowly starting to come up. So then we have Pepe. He picks Hannah, and she picks him. Who cares? We have Austin now. I think you can see this from a mile away because Austin, Austin has been complaining for the last 6-7 episodes about how Shelly is always with Ace and how Shelly gives attention to Ace and he doesn't want to be in this love triangle and right. So he picks Amaya and she picks him because honestly and truthfully, who else was she gonna pick? I hope she wasn't gonna pick Ace because but anybody can see this from a mile away that Austin and Amaya. So I think technically they were an easy pick too because it's like Ace wasn't gonna pick her. So then we have Ace. The moment of truth is like, okay, is he gonna pick Shelly or is he gonna fuck up and try to pick Iris? It'd been funny if he picked Iris though. Just saying. So Ace, he acts like he's about to open Iris's door, but he goes over to Shelly. And lo and behold, Shelly picked Ace, which was not surprising because again, who else could Shelly pick? And everything. And but the thing is, I hate because I love black love. That's why I was really here for the Alandria and Jalen relationship. I can't get behind this black love. I can't do it because it's just something about Ace. Ace is 22 years old and Shelly is 27. I know age doesn't matter, but it's like Ace. I don't see this. I just don't see this lasting. I don't. Ace, the next one, unless he has so much respect for Shelly that the next bombshell girl that comes in here or Casa, he's gonna have respect and not do anything because he really wants to make it work with Shelly. But I just have a strong feeling that that Ace is gonna fuck up either the next girl bombshell that walks in here. He's gonna try to talk to her, or he goes to Casa. He gonna do whatever the fuck he want to do and bring somebody back. That's what's gonna happen. So then, y'all, this is where it gets sticky. We have Jalen, and he of course goes up to Alandria's door. But it's locked. And I was so scared of this, y'all. Something told me, I wanted Alandria to have Jalen so bad, but just something told me. And like I said, I have this intuition. I'm never wrong. Something told me that she was going to stay with Taylor. Something told me she was going to stay with Taylor. So he was locked. So because it was locked, Jalen had to go sit down. Poor Jalen. Sorry, my brother. Poor Jalen. That's a good black man. We don't really see a lot of really good black men on TV like that in this modern time. Cordell was a very rare person. But Jalen, I can tell he's a really great man. And he's a country man, too. I felt so bad for him. Oh, I hope you find somebody, Jalen, because you're amazing. And then we have Taylor, and he had no other choice. He goes up and picks Alandria because why the fuck would he pick Huda or Iris? So it was really no, it's just it was just waiting between Taylor and Jalen, who Alandria picked. So yeah, so when he saw she didn't pick when she didn't pick Jalen, he knew he was in there. He opened and they stay together, and I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy about this at all because I don't want Taylor in this villa. Taylor does not want to be with Alandria. Taylor doesn't want to be with her. He don't want to be with her. So then we get to the moment of truth. So I was confused. I didn't know if they were going to put Jeremiah last, or I really kept feeling like for the recoupling they were going to put Alandria last, but they put Jeremiah last. And this whole entire time I'm thinking, I swear to God, y'all, I was thinking he gonna open Huda's door. He gonna go back to the toxic mess, and then I gotta read him. No, he picks Iris, and I tell you, everybody's jaw dropping. Mine did too. I was like, oh my God, he's thinking. Do your shit, Jeremiah. And then now, mind you, Ariana didn't say whose name because for everybody else, she kept saying, Ace, you picked Shelly's door. Austin, you picked Amaya's door, but for this one, she says, okay, Jeremiah, you paid your choice. Now open the door to keep the suspense, right? Because you even saw Iris was even shocked. So yeah, so now Huda, she's back there, she's crying. I thought she was about to have a whole fucking panic attack, which she almost did, but she was able to bring herself together because she felt like she had to get something off her chest, right? So Huda was not picked. So they tell Huda to come out, and I forgot. Well, Ariana, they asked Jeremiah why he picked. He says that, Iris has, the last couple of days, Iris has been there for him. They had a really great conversation, and he said he's willing to get to know her, and she said she's willing to get to explore them. I don't know why I'm low key here for it, just low key, but I don't think it's gonna last. I think like what's the face? Someone said later on, I think it's just because it's the easy one, but hopefully him exploring Iris and he gets to know her, they can build something. But then Huda comes out because she won pick, and then Ariana says, Huda, like, who did you pick? Did you pick Jeremiah? She said, yeah, I did. And she said, how do you feel that he didn't pick you? She said, well, she did this right here strategically because she said it in front of everybody, and she did it trying to bring Iris down, and I don't respect that at all, because you didn't really need to say all this, because it's towards Iris, not Jeremiah. She says, Jeremiah told me that Iris is not his type. He doesn't want to be with her. He doesn't even want to lay in the bed with her and everything. And now I gave him a chance and he blew it. She says, you're a dick. And he's just sitting there laughing. He's like, okay. And then Jeremiah says, which, you know what? I said this. Ever since Jeremiah has gotten away from Huda, I think we did the right thing. Us, America, we did the right thing. Ever since Jeremiah got away from Huda, he's really been thinking clearly. He's been saying some really mature, logical shit. Like, he's been using this and not that. He says, this is why I didn't pick her, because it's just too toxic. And with Iris, he said, I'm healthy, and I'm vibing. And you could tell Jeremiah has not been this free. He has not smiled as much because he got away from her. You see what happens when you get away from toxicity? You be happy, basically. And then while this is happening, right? Not the one time, because Austin has his moments, but this is like one of the rare times I'm going to be on Austin's side. Austin is laughing, right? And then Ariana said, Austin, you're laughing over there. He says, yeah, he said, listen, I'm happy that Jeremiah picked Iris. I'm glad he picked the easy one, because all this shit is just fucking crazy. Basically, like the crying and the toxicity, he's tired of. You could just tell Austin is really tired of it. And then he said that he's happy that he didn't pick Huda, and he doesn't feel bad for what he said. But I said, Austin, you saying this now, but when you had the chance, like, mind you had the chance to vote Huda out last episode, and you didn't. Not last episode, 2 episodes ago. Why didn't you do it? So now Huda and Jalen are now single and vulnerable. And then Ariana says, unfortunately, one of you will go home tonight. So she said the Islanders are going to pick yet again who they want to save. Why they keep putting it in their hands? Give it to us. Because obviously the Islanders don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. So basically, she's going to tell each couple. I'm glad that she didn't do it one by one. She had each couple come and do it. And they're going to stand behind the Islander to save. Now, they did this last season, but I don't like this whole get thee behind me shit. Fuck that. You could just said, I vote this person, because like, I'm not standing behind nobody. Anyways, so the first one, we get the first couples. We got Sierra and Nick. Sierra chooses Huda, no surprise. And then Nick chooses Jalen, no surprise, right? We get Amaya and Austin. Amaya picks Huda, no surprise. Austin picks Jalen, no surprise. We get to Shelly and Ace. Shelly picks Huda, no surprise, but Ace picks Huda too. And I was like, but you voted her out 2 days ago. Now, it was a lot of theories. People are saying that either production told Ace to do that, because, and I'm more leaning towards that, because like production knows that they can't lose Huda, because she's the talking topic. Like literally her crash out episode, everybody was talking about her on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. So it's either the production told him to, which I'm kind of leaning towards too, because mind you, like, he walked up there and Ace was mad. It's like, dude, and I'm thinking like, well, if you're mad and you didn't want her here, why don't you stand behind Jalen? But you can kind of tell that he was like in a position where he had to stand behind Huda. So yeah, because literally Ace, ever since that vote, like Ace was just pissed off the whole time. But Ace picks Huda. Or sorry, I didn't say the other one. So they also thought that either production told him to do that, or he did it so Jalen can be out of the house, so Taylor and Alandria can stay together. But they can bring another bombshell in this house, so it's like taking Jalen out of here. But honestly, there was nobody else really for Jalen to talk to unless they brought a bombshell in here and he could talk to them. So they're either thinking production told Ace to do it, or he did it because he was helping helping Taylor get his competition out. I think it's more so production because season 6 cast, they already came out and spilled that production be setting shit up and telling them who to pick and who not to pick. So that's why I'm leaning towards production. I think that, and that's probably why Ace was looking so pissed off. Huda tries, like, she looks there because she's thinking like Ace hates her, which I still think he kind of does. She tries like reach out her hand and say thanks, Ace, and he's like, hell no. I was like, oh yeah, that's how I know production told him to do that shit. They had to. Then we get Jeremiah and Iris. Jeremiah stands behind Jalen. No shocking. But then Iris stands behind Huda. You really stood behind her after you said that you were walking around eggshells around this girl. She literally just came out here and said, he said that he's not attracted to you. And you're an scapegoat. First of all, bitch, what's an scapegoat? It's scapegoat, bitch. Go back to school. Okay? Iris, you better than me, sis. Like, Iris, I don't know why the fuck you did that. You should have stood behind Jalen, honey. We get Alandria and Taylor. Alandria picks Huda. Really no surprise because she just did what she did with Jalen. Taylor picks Huda. No surprise, but surprise because it's like, dude, like you, Ace, and Nick, y'all been complaining about her. So what the fuck? But I think he did it because he's like, why would I want to keep Jalen here when he was trying to get with Alandria? So I was like, it's a surprise, but it's really not. Then we have Hannah and Pepe. Pepe stands behind Jalen. Really no surprise because they came in together, and then Hannah stands behind Huda, which no fucking surprise, right? So Huda has 8 people standing behind her. Seeing all them people stand behind her was crazy. Jalen only has 4, so unfortunately Jalen gets dumped from the villa. So sad, Jalen. Iris is crying because she's sad that Jalen's gone because they came in together, so they got close. And as you know, it's like the bombshells have always has been like hanging with each other because everyone else has made these strong connections and they only have them 3. So now that Jalen's out of the house, I don't know, is Pepe and Iris gonna start hanging out? Like, don't do that. So then Huda goes up and hugs Iris, talking about the fact that she gave me another chance. Like, I have so much respect for her. After you said she wasn't a girl's girl, and after what you said about her, girl, save that shit for someone else. And then we just have the guys, they're saying goodbye to Jalen, and Jalen does his last farewell. He says he's appreciative. He's a small town guy. He's never been out of the country, and I can definitely relate to that because I'm from a small town. And him doing this and get to have this experience, like, I have nothing but respect for him. Like I said, he seems like a really amazing man, like a great black man. Again, we don't really get a lot of them. I hate to say that, but we really don't get a lot of them because you see what's going on with Taylor right now. We don't get them at all. And then that's it. Then we get the preview, y'all. Everyone's over Huda. But I can't be mad because it's like y'all are complaining about her yet again. But y'all kept her in this goddamn house. Like, why the fuck didn't y'all just send her home? It's like, and I don't want to say like production had everyone in because had a hand on everybody. Because I definitely believe that either that Shelly, Amaya, and Hannah, and Sierra, they all out of the kindness of their heart because of their sisterhood saved her. But some of the other ones like Ace, I'm definitely believing that production has something to do with it. Because I'm like, y'all are sitting here complaining about her yet again, but y'all saved her. Now, the only ones that can say something is the ones that didn't vote to save her, like Nick and Austin and Jeremiah and Pepe. Well, I don't see Pepe really complaining. But those people, they can complain. The ones that saved her, y'all can't complain. Then talking about if she doesn't wake up, I'm not saving her a third time. It shouldn't have been a fucking second time. She should have been out of this goddamn house. But anyway, yeah, I'm so sick of this being the Huda show. I'm tired of it being the Huda show. Can we see some other couples? God damn it. Please. But yeah, y'all. That is it. Did I say the episode tomorrow? So sorry, this is gonna be Thursday night. So I get a day off tomorrow, guys, because I gotta get off of work and the Infinities. It's a lot. But yeah, y'all, that was this episode. Again, really, really good episode. Like, I am so enjoying. I'm not gonna say it's better than season 6, but it's definitely getting up there. Is definitely getting up there. And also, now that another guy is out, because we just lost Charlie 2 episodes ago, and now we done lost Jalen. So that means we better get like 2 to 3 to 4, 5, or 6 goddamn male bombshells in this house. Give Shelly some options. Give Nick is acting right now, so I ain't gonna say give Sierra options yet, but definitely give Alandra some options and give Amaya some options. Like Hannah, I don't give a fuck about her. Huda, who fucking cares? Because I'm pretty sure the bombshells are watching this do they even want to deal with her crazy ass? I don't know. But we need some male bombshells in this house, and we need them right now. So Thursday or Friday, bitch, we better get some male bombshells in this bitch, okay? But anyway, y'all, that's all I got for you guys for this episode. Before I get up out of here, remember, like, comment, share, and subscribe, okay? That's all I got for you guys for tonight, and I'll see you guys Thursday night or Friday morning. Bye.